All right, I want to make sure I go through every single objection, okay? So bear with me as I go through this. Nobody ever really makes it in network marketing. Just nobody ever really makes it. So first question in your mind, is it true? Is that true? Of course we know that's not true. What are they really saying? What they're really saying is they have a perception in their mind that people join and it's an illusion that people can actually have a life here. And that's their limiting belief. But they're also saying if you could show them that that's not true, then of course they're going to take a look. That's what they're saying to you. So a person says nobody ever really makes it, really, in network marketing. It's like, you could act surprised, like, wow, really? Well, listen, I know how you feel. When I looked at this too, I didn't really understand it. I didn't know if it's just a whole bunch of people, is it your Tupperware lady, is it your Avon lady calling, that type of thing? Or is it real business? And let me tell you what I found. The profession does over $150 billion a year around the world. Companies are doing extremely well. They're paying their people incredibly well. Professionals are coming in all over the place because the economy's changing. I get it. I understand. When I took a look at that and I figured that out, I said, okay, I understand that, but let me take a look at some of the other stories of people that I know are making it inside of network marketing. So, question, if I could show you tons of people that are making it, you ready to move to the next step? If I could introduce you to a few people that are making it, would you be ready to move forward to the next step? They say, no, network marketing sucks. Then I go, hold. You have a story. Tell me your story. And you can go right into that. Okay? So that's number one on this list. Number two, how much money are you making? We talked about that. I'm still earning it. Let me introduce you. It's really not about me. It's about what you can do. Let me introduce you to some people who are doing really, really well. It can't be that good or everybody be doing it. Well, listen, I get it. I understand where you're coming from. I felt the same way. It's too good to be true. Here's what I found. It's hard work just like anything else. You get paid based upon your effort just like anything else. There are winners and there are losers based upon effort and based upon commitment and based upon ambition, just like everything else. And here's the story that I saw and here's what happened to me, and let me ask you a question. And we move forward. So why do you still have a day job? Let's see. Well, first I understand what you're saying. If it's so great, why do you still have a day job? Well, here's why I still have a day job. The reason why is I'm working full time right now on paying my bills, and I'm working part time on creating my future. I just decided that I needed to spend some time, in addition to just taking care of the mortgage and the bills and paying for the car and everything else. I needed to take some time to be able to create a future. I was never going to really have a life. So let me ask you some questions, and then you move forward. Only people at the top make money. I know how you feel. I felt the same way. I thought that too. But I realized that wasn't true at all. The very first person that joined our company isn't the highest earner. The people are earning more than them down inside the structure, so that doesn't even really work. Let me tell you, somebody who just got started this year, here's what they're making. It's based upon personal efforts. Everybody starts at the top. Everybody, including you, starts at the top and starts to build a network. Everybody. If I can show you how all that works, and it's not true that just the people that get involved early or get involved at the top make the money, would you be ready to move to the next step? Because I can show you that. Only people who get in early make money. Same thing. Poor people won't have the money to buy the starter package, and the rich won't be interested in the business opportunity. I understand how you feel. I looked at the economics of this too, but let me tell you what I found. Poor people are looking for opportunity all over the place, and this is the best situation for the average person to be able to put for a few $100s to be able to start a business, be able to create a future. So will poor people do that? Let me tell you some stories of this person that did, and this person that did, and this person that did. And as far as rich people, here's what I know about rich people. They love cash flow, and they're always looking for ways to increase their cash flow. So show me the busiest person, the most successful person. I'll show you a person that's interested in looking at network marketing. And let me tell you about this person, and this person, and this person, and this person. So let me ask you some questions. If I can show you all that stuff, you're ready to move forward to the next step. Because this works for lower class, quote unquote, middle class, and upper class. All the classes succeed in network marketing if they want to, if they're ambitious. I've tried network marketing before, it wasn't successful. It doesn't work. That's the same thing. Tell me your story. No one I've talked to is interested in the product or opportunity. I don't understand how that's really an objection when you're talking to a prospect. Maybe an objection from somebody who's already in the business. But you're going to use the same thing. Yeah, listen, I relate. Let me tell you some stories. Let me ask you some questions. Let me move you forward. I've never met anyone that makes money in those things. Would you like to? I can introduce you to some people that make money in these things. You know, it's no problem. I understand how you feel. I mean, if you haven't met anybody, I get it. But let me tell you some stories of this person, this person, this person, this friend, and that friend, and this friend. And let's move it forward. What makes your company different from all the others out there? Oh, that's a great question. I totally get it. Let's sit down and explore it. Let me show you. Let me tell you this story about the company, and that story about the company, and this story about the company. What makes it different? It's a great question. Let me show you what makes it different. What if the network marketing industry becomes saturated? Look, I understand how you feel. I felt the same way. You know, if everybody's talking about this, it's going to go. But here's what I found. Just like any other profession, it's very, very difficult, even professions that have been around for hundreds of years, to saturate anything. You know, there's going to be some people that really go out and go after it, and there's other people who don't. There's going to be some people that come in and just use the product, and that's all they ever do. Some people get one customer, two customers. Some people go out and build a big network. Those that build a big network make a lot of money. But there's been companies involved in network marketing for forever. They're certainly not saturated. They're enjoying record growth, billion-dollar companies. I looked you up on the internet, and it wasn't all nice. Okay, fantastic. If it's on the internet, it has to be true, right? You know, listen, I know how you feel. I felt the same way. When you look at this stuff, you go, oh my gosh. But here's what's true. If you Google Apple and you click in and try to look for Apple unsatisfied, Google that one time and see how many lawsuits there are with Apple, and see how many people don't like Apple, even though they're the biggest company in the world. People who say Apple's going to be over with, and Apple's going to be crushed, and Apple's this, and Apple's that. Well, that doesn't mean it's true. Just because it's on the internet doesn't mean it's true. Number one. And number two, dogs don't bark at parked cars. I mean, if you're doing something, people are going to be, there's going to be haters, there's going to be winners, there's going to be losers, and that's okay. That's fine. What you have to do is just look through it, just say, look, let's see what's real, what isn't real. Let's talk about what you've seen. Let's talk about what's the truth. Let me tell you some stories. Let me ask you some questions, and we'll move forward. See what I mean? So again, I'm here to consult. I'm not here to win. I'm here to see if there's a fit. Okay? See if there's a fit and see what we can do with it. All right, let's take 1 second. Be right back. Okay, next one is it a scheme? I don't want to be involved in a pyramid scheme. When somebody says, well, one of those things is a scheme, I'm either going to ask them a question, have them tell me their story of what happened, or I'm just going to go in my head. Is this real, what they're saying? No. What are they really saying? Is it credible? Is it reputable? Is it legal? And I just need to answer that and figure out ways to do it by relating to them, by telling stories and asking questions, not winning. Because, man, I can bring me a soapbox and I'll climb on it. And I will tell you we have a better way. We have a better way than anything else out there. Most of the rest of the stuff out there is a scheme. Flat out. Okay? So anyway, that's what goes on in here. What comes out here is, well, I understand what you're saying. Let's see what we can do down this road to be able to help you understand. I get it. But I really want to just absolutely hammer it. Anyway, that's my little confession. Sorry. All right. I know all about your sort of company. It's illegal. Okay. I can understand how you might feel that way if you don't really understand what it is that we do, but let me tell you some stories and let me ask you some questions. Why do you think it's illegal? What do you think makes it illegal? Tell me. Tell me, you know all about it. Well, tell me quickly, because I need to know, right? And then you can tell some stories that would help them without embarrassing them, help them understand what they're saying is ignorant. How do you know you'll get paid? I understand your concern. You're wanting to work with a company. If they don't pay, they're out of business. And I've talked with all the people that have been involved with the company for X period of time, and here's what happens with them over and over and over, every single month, every single week. Whenever they're supposed to get paid, they get paid. Let me tell you some stories. Let me ask you some questions. If I could show you that you're going to get paid, you're ready to move forward? All right, got it. How do you know the company's going to last? You don't. You don't. I understand the question. All of us are going to do our best to be able to take a look at the company and say, what is the long-term future of the company? Most of the companies that were around 30 years ago aren't here anymore. In every profession. There's only a few that are still around, even on the Fortune 500 companies. Most of those are gone. So yeah, there may be something that happens, just like every profession, but we're going to do our best to pick a good company that we think is going to last a long time. We can build some equity in, build some skills in, and get good at what it is that we do inside of network marketing. And heaven forbid something happens with the company, we'll still have our skills, and those skills are very, very valuable in network marketing, and we can find another home. If that were to happen, and God forbid, it's certainly not what we're expecting, but we're really the only security that we're ever going to need. We're not beholding to any corporation to be able to take care of us for the rest of our lives. Okay.